Hey guys, Thinkbo here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well. And today we'll be taking a deep dive into the lore behind House of Varun. So, Bethesda Starfield introduced players to an expansive universe teeming with diverse factions, each with its own unique culture, history, and motivations. Among these factions, the House of Varun stands out as a mysterious and enigmatic group driven by a fervent religious belief in the Great Serpent. This video delves into the intricacies of House Varun, exploring their origins, belief system, societal structure, technology, and their role within the broader narrative of Starfield. Firstly, let's begin with the origins and historical context. The House of Varun emerged from a significant schism within humanity, one that saw a divergence in cultural and religious beliefs. This faction traces its origins to a group of humans who, during a time of great uncertainty and exploration, turned to the worship of a divine entity known as the Great Serpent. This serpent god promised eternal life and transcendence, offering a spiritual alternative to the scientific and rationalist perspectives that dominated mainstream human thought. The exact historical events that led to the formation of the House of Varun are shrouded in mystery, much like the faction itself. What is clear though is that their beliefs set them on a path of isolation, as they sought to distance themselves from other human factions and build a society that revolved around their unique religious convictions. So, what is this belief system and religious practices that the Varun practice? At the core of the House of Varun is their unwavering devotion to the Great Serpent. The deity is central to their existence, shaping every aspect of the culture and society. The Great Serpent is believed to offer eternal life and the promise of transcendence beyond the physical realm. This belief in transcendence is not merely metaphorical, but is taken quite literally, influencing the practices and way of life. The Varun religion is rich with rituals and ceremonies that honor the Great Serpent. These practices are often conducted in secrecy, adding to the air of mystery surrounding the faction. Worship involves elaborate rites, often centered around the serpent imagery and symbolism. The serpent represents not just their god, but also the ideals of rebirth, transformation, and eternal life. So let's delve more into the isolation and interfactional conflict. The House of Varun distinct beliefs have inevitably led to isolation from other human factions. Their desires to live according to the tenets of their faith has often put them at odds with those who do not share their views. The isolationist stance is both a strength and a weakness, providing them with a unified and focused society, but also limiting their interactions and alliances with other groups. Conflict with other factions is a recurring theme in the history of the House of Varun. Their expansionist ambitions, driven by a desire to spread the word of the Great Serpent, often clash with the interests of more secular or different aligned factions. These conflicts can range from ideological disputes to full-scale wars, with the Varun often portrayed as zealots by their adversaries. Now let's delve into the technological advancements and spacecraft. Despite their religious focus, the House of Varun is known for its advanced technology. This apparent contradiction is reconciled by their belief that their technological prowess is a gift from the Great Serpent, a tool to further their divine mission. Varun technology is distinctive, often incorporating serpent motifs and design that reflect their religious iconography. Their spacecraft in particular are a testament to their technological capabilities. Varun ships are sleek, efficient, and formidable, often outmatching those of other factions in terms of both design and functionality. These ships are not just vessels for travel, but are considered sacred spaces, with each ship containing altars and spaces for worship. Having technological advancements is not good enough though. Leadership and societal structure is where the Varun truly shine. So the leadership of the House of Varun is deeply intertwined within the religious hierarchy. Leaders are seen as prophets or intermediaries of the Great Serpent, guiding their followers according to divine will. This theocratic structure ensures that religious and political power are one of the same, with decisions being made based on spiritual guidance as much as practical considerations. Society within the House of Varun is highly stratified, with a clear hierarchy that reflects the religious values. At the top of the religious leaders, followed by a class of warriors and technocrats who ensure the protection and technological advancement of their society. The general populace, however, is expected to adhere strictly to the religious doctrines, with their daily lives governed by the rhythms of worship and religious observance. So now that we've sort of discussed the background of the House of Varun, what is their role in Starfield? So in Starfield, you can expect that House of Varun plays a multifaceted roles and is going to have a huge role in the DLC ahead, because we all know the DLC will be centered around House of Varun. So what do they offer so far? So far they're offering players a rich tapestry of interaction, conflict, and exploration. Players can encounter the Varun in various contexts, from hostile confrontations to potential alliances. And we'll get deeper into the alliances a little bit later. So understanding their culture and motivations is crucial for navigating the complex political landscape of the game. Interactions with the House of Varun can vary widely depending on the player's choices. Those who choose to engage diplomatically may find opportunities to learn more about their beliefs and perhaps even gain their trust. Conversely, players who come into conflict with Varun will need to be prepared for the formidable challenge posed by their advanced technology and zealous warriors. So these guys are not only warriors, but they have the best particle beam weapons in the game, and also the best melee weapons in the game. I hope the expansion going forward will delve a lot deeper into their culture and how they became so technologically advanced. The presence of the House of Varun adds depth to the game's narrative, providing a contrast to the more secular and scientific-oriented factions, so differing more to the UC, the FC, Spacers, Pirates, and Ecliptic. Their unique perspective on life, technology, and the universe challenges players to consider different viewpoints and the potential consequences of unchecked zealotry. So overall, the House of Varun is a compelling and complex faction within the Starfield universe. Their deep religious convictions, advanced technology, and isolationist tendencies make them a formidable and intriguing presence. By exploring the House of Varun, players are invited to delve into themes of fate, conflicts, and the quest for eternal life. These factions' rich lore and distinctive characteristics contribute significantly to the immersive and expansive world that Bethesda has created, offering players a unique and memorable experience in their journey through the stars. So, looking into the most notable House of Varun character, which is Andrea, this is also a character you can marry in Starfield. So, she's a key figure in the House of Varun. So, first we're going to delve into the background and role, and then we'll go down to motivations, beliefs, and so on. So, Andrea is a high-ranking leader within the House of Varun, often viewed as a prophet or a key religious figure. Her position within the faction underscores the intertwining of religious and political power that defines Varun society. As a prominent voice in the faction, Andrea wields significant influence over both the strategic decisions and spiritual guidance of the Varun people. So what are Andrea's beliefs? So Andrea's beliefs are deeply rooted in the worship of the Great Serpent. This is what previously discussed, the deity central to the Varun faith. She embodies the faction's core tenets, including the promise of eternal life and the transcendence of the physical form. Her motivations are driven by desire to spread the teachings of the Great Serpent and to protect her people from external threats, both physical and ideological. So, Andrea's style is characterized by a blend of spiritual authority and pragmatic decision-making. She is revered by her followers not only for her religious insight, but also for her ability to navigate the complexity of interfactional politics and warfare. Her decisions often reflect a balance between upholding the Varun faith and ensuring the survival and prosperity of her people. Within the narrative of Starfield, Andrea plays a crucial role in the interactions between House of Varun and other factions. Her approach to conflict and diplomacy is nuanced, recognizing the need for both strength and negotiation. While she is willing to engage in warfare to defend her beliefs, she also seeks to find common ground with those who respect the Varun way of life. So, let's delve further into the character development and player interaction. As players encounter Andrea in Starfield, they have the opportunity to engage with her on various levels. Depending on their choices, players can either become allies or adversaries of the House of Varun. Andrea's character development is influenced by these interactions as she responds to the player's actions and decisions. Players who choose to align with Andrea and the House of Varun will find themselves immersed in the faction's religious practices and strategic endeavors. They may participate in rituals, gain access to advanced Varun technology, and contribute to the faction's goals. Conversely, players who oppose Andrea will face a formidable leader who is determined to protect the faith and people at all costs. So, what kind of impact does she have on the Starfield universe? Andrea's presence in the Starfield universe significantly impacts the games, adding layers of unique complexity to the overarching narrative. Her character serves as a focal point for exploring themes of faith, power, and clash of civilizations. Through Andrea, players gain a deeper understanding of the House of Rune and the driving forces behind its actions. The inclusion of Andrea and the game enriches the player's experience by providing a compelling and multifaceted character whose decisions and beliefs shape the course of events in the Starfield universe. Her interactions with the player and other factions highlight the intricacy web of relationships and conflicts that define the game's expansive world. So in conclusion, Andrea is a vital character within the House of Rune, embodying the faction's religious fervor and strategic acumen. Her leadership, beliefs, and interactions with players contribute to the rich tapestry of Starfield, offering players a deep and immersive experience. Through Andrea, the House of Rune becomes more than just a mysterious faction, it becomes a living, breathing entity with its own goals, challenges, and complexities. With the housekeeping out of the way, let's have a look at two of the most famous weapons currently in Starfield, which is the Inflictor, the Particle Rifle, and the Starshard, the Particle Pistol. The Inflictor Particle Rifle is a standout weapon within the arsenal of House of Rune in Bethesda Starfield. This advanced energy weapon exemplifies the faction's technological prowess and a unique blend of science and spirituality. The Inflictor Particle Rifle operates by accelerating charged particles to extreme velocities, creating a focused and highly destructive energy beam. This makes it effective against both armored and unarmored targets, providing versatilities in various combat situations. Similar to the Starshard, the players can acquire the Inflictor Particle Rifle through various means such as completing missions, discovering in hidden locations, or defeating high-ranking Varun enemies. Once obtained, the rifle can be further customized and upgraded to suit the player's combat style and preference. Just like its rifle counterpart, the Starshard is an advanced and mysterious piece of technology, which is also linked with the House of Rune. It features sleek, futuristic design with angular lines and glowing energy conduits. The Starshard exemplifies cutting-edge craftsmanship and otherworldly aesthetics, making it one of the strongest weapons, if not the strongest pistol you can currently get in Starfield. And that brings us towards the end of our lore video on the House of Rune. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Peace.